Hi, I'm Stephen Chapman, Tax Accountant. In this short video, we're going to be showing another tax tip that can save you some money if you're a business owner. So if you're a business owner, you might be aware that you can make a claim for working from home. So what that means is you can claim a proportion of your costs associated with your house against the business. But what many people don't realise is actually three main ways to figure out how much you can claim. So the first one is there's basically the employee approved rate, which HMRC allow employees to claim £4 a week as an expense allowable against on their tax code. So that's £208 per annum, and a lot of people, a lot of accountants, a lot of businesses apply the same basis for claiming that amount in their business, and certainly something we do with a lot of our clients. It's a nice, easy, simple calculation, a flat rate, £4 per week. The only downside to that is it doesn't necessarily take into account your actual circumstances, so that there's a danger you could be underclaiming. So we would generally recommend this when you don't spend significant amounts of time from home and it's just a kind of short, easy basis to make a claim. The next one is HMRC's flat rate simplified expenses for self-employed people. So HMRC basically have a set amount that you can claim for working from home per month, depending on how many hours you work from home. And the rates vary from around £10 per month to around £26 per month. So it's not a huge amount, but the benefit is it's very simple because it's literally based on how many hours you spend a week or a month working from your home as a business premises. So that's another option you've got. Our third option, which is what we prefer for businesses to do spend a significant amount of time from home, is you basically proportion the costs in your house specifically against the business. So you could literally go through line by line and say, telephone costs, landline telephone costs, how many calls are related to the business, how many calls are related to my personal life. You could look at your electricity and your gas, how much can we proportion to the business, and the way you would typically do that is how big is your house and what space do you use in proportion to the business. So if you've got a house and you've got 5 qualifying areas in the house for this calculation, and you've got 1 room out of the 5 that you use as a business office, then in simple numbers you can claim a fifth of the total costs. But you can drill down and get a lot more specific. As you can see behind me, there's a bookshelf. This is my work offices, but if this was my home office, and on that bookshelf I had 2 shelves on the one side which were purely for my business storage, 2 shelves which were purely for my private storage, it's very simple to say it's 50-50 business and personal. Some things are not so simple to apportion between business and personal. So you basically got to do the most practical and accurate method you can. So we do have a use of home calculation spreadsheet that makes this process a lot easier for you. So it's something we're happy to share for free. If you just pop us your email address on the comments, or if you've signed up for the tax series, it'll be at the bottom of this email on the link. But basically you can complete we've got pre-populated spreadsheet, and you just need to enter some personal information. So how many rooms are in your house, what's your annual expenses for certain categories, so rents, mortgage interest, council tax, maintenance. You enter all of the relevant expenses, a few simple questions, and we do all the calculations for you, and we let you know how much you can claim. The good thing about that is it maximises what you can claim. If it ends up being £200, we're still going with the £400 a week flat rate because it's more. But however, if we've got the chance to claim a lot more, in some circumstances we could be talking quite significant numbers, then we want to keep as much money in your pocket. And I'm a business owner myself. It's better to be in your pocket than it is, to pay the tax man. So that's the 3 main methods to make a use of home claim. You've got the flat rate, £4 per week. You've got the simplified HMRC flat rate expenses, and you've got the actual proportion of the costs, and we're happy to share our spreadsheet to figure out how much you can justify in your business. Any questions, feel free to get in touch. Thank you.